I'm Mandy Arola, a marketing director and LinkedIn content freelancer experimenting with AI. From automations to AI agents, I'm testing how these tools cut out the busy work so marketers can spend more time on creative strategy. In this series, I'll show you what actually works. Today, I wanted to share a couple of quick tricks to help video and audio sound better using a tool called Descript. Descript has a lot of great AI tools built into its platform, both with things that you can easily click and select, as well as their underlord option, which we'll explore in another video. But let's take a look at the AI tools that they provide to make everything sound better. So the studio sound and to remove filler words like ums and ahs. So often when you record audio to use in a podcast or video, especially when you have multiple guests, everybody can sound a little bit different. So Descript has a mode called studio sound, which makes everyone sound at their best. If they are in a big empty room, maybe they had to use their laptop mic, it will just make everything sound much better and as if they were in a studio environment. So all you have to do to activate the studio sound in Descript is to come over here to AI tools and click on studio sound. And I've actually already applied it. So you will get a little pop-up that will show you that it's in progress and a little green check mark when it's done. But one thing I want to show you here is when I clicked that, it bounced over here to the script, which is the video itself. And when you come down here to studio sound under audio effects, you can change the settings. So right now this is set as an intensity of 70%. That's a really good percentage if you are having multiple voices. It will help so that if someone is talking over one another or someone is responding, that you can hear both voices mixed together. If you're at 100%, you will only hear the primary person. And so any sort of the conversational flow will diminish or get essentially erased. So make sure you come in and adjust that to make sure that it's not over the main speaker is not overpowering the conversational flow. All right, let's see if we can hear a difference. I'm going to turn this off for a moment and we'll just start this clip here and play for a few seconds. One way for us to know that is this application closed last week. And all right, now let's turn the studio sound back on and let's take a listen. One way for us to know that is this application closed last week. And all right, so hopefully you can hear how much better that sounds. Still not great because I'm using a Bluetooth headset for my microphone and not a wired mic, but it still sounds much better and much cleaner. All right, the next thing I wanted to quickly show you is removing filler words. So let's go back over here to AI tools and select remove filler words. And so it has identified around 37 filler words in this 10-minute clip. So this is our list of filler words. It starts out with repeated words. So if you said a word a couple of times in a row, it will mark that. It will also mark your ums and your ahs and a few of these other common phrases that many of us use as silence fillers or thinking words. I like to come in here and select the words that I want to remove. And then the rest I will do in my editing process and will manually remove them myself. I don't want to over edit with AI. It's a personal preference for me. And also knowing who I'm editing makes that easier to understand which ones that you want to keep and which ones you might want to remove. So I'm going to go ahead and keep those. And these as well. I'm just going to go ahead and uncheck these boxes so that they stay in the script for now. I'm also going to leave in the repeated words so that I can select which ones that I want to remove later. All right, so now that we've selected that, we'll find them all. I'm also going to turn on avoid harsh cuts. That will help make sure that when it does cut out a word, it keeps it smooth. If it's getting a little too choppy, it will keep them. And then you can come in here and select your option. I usually choose delete. That usually works sufficiently for what I'm working on. You also have the option to delete and replace with a little gap of no sound. Ignore. I that one I have not really used. I think it still keeps it in your script and just kind of silences it. And then remove from the transcript would be to remove it from the actual transcript for your recording, but keep the audio in the recording. All right, so I've selected that. I've selected my ums and ahs. I'm going to remove all. And it has taken care of that. So here's one of the areas where they removed one of my ahs. You can tell there's a little, almost like a semicolon mark in between the two words. And if you come highlight the before and after word, come over to the drop down menu and restore removed media, it will come back. And then if you want to just take it out, you can delete it again. So that is how you go through and clean up your filler words. It doesn't catch everything. For example, there's a few different so's in here, which I didn't ask for it to remove, but when the count only showed one, it missed this in here. So I can try removing that and see how it sounds. And it's still showing like it's marking some of these other things that I may want to consider removing. So the repeated words, saying single twice. So it's a really good way to clean everything up in a quick manner. Even though it didn't catch everything in here, it's still highlighting everything for me to review. I like to clean all of that up before I give everything a good listen. That way, when I give it a good listen, I can go through and make any of my minor edits as I listen through. So those are two audio techniques that I use at the beginning of every video editing session to make everything sound a little bit better and to clean up any filler words and help clean up the script before I get started into fully listening to an episode. So if you're looking for easy ways to manage and create video content, particularly with video interviews or videos like this, I encourage you to check out Descript and its AI tools. And I'll be back soon to show you some of the other tools that exist with Underlord in Descript.